Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to a Divine Masculine versus a Divine Feminine reading. So this is going to be a review of your connection. So of course this can be about any kind of a connection, but I do tend to channel with these types of readings for people that are on the twin flame journey. But please just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today are designed by myself and will be listed down below for purchase if you guys are interested. So let's dive right into the messages. We're going to take a look and see where's the Divine Masculine currently at versus the Divine Feminine. So basically, I love the fact that I now have two decks that complement each other. So I first came out with the Divine Masculine Tarot and Ascension Journey and just recently launched the Divine Feminine version. So this is a great way to basically see where both of you guys are at. This deck was designed to kind of speak back and forth. So anyways, let's dive into it. Let's see where this masculine is at versus the Divine Feminine. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to shuffle both of these decks. And then we're just going to kind of take it off the top. Okay, so that's what we have for the masculine. Let's see where we're at with the feminine. All right, you guys, here we go. All right, let's see where this masculine is currently at. The masculine currently is in the Six of Cups energy, thinking of the Divine Feminine. So if you guys are not in contact or in a separation situation, this masculine is very nostalgic at this time, thinking of you specifically, Divine Feminine. Let's see where you're at. Ooh, we have sixes. It's reciprocated. So both of you guys are thinking about each other, okay? The Six of Pentacles, of course, is a little bit of a different meaning than the Six of Cups, but the fact that this just says reciprocated tells me that, hey, you're thinking of him too, okay? So reciprocated efforts, Six of Pentacles. Of course, this is an indication here of I want the effort that I put into our situation to be reciprocated. So if that's something that's not happening or something that, you know, is stopping that from happening, I feel feminine where you're at. You're not willing to put in the effort if you know it's not going to be reciprocated. So maybe you're just kind of at a point right now where you're just accepting that you and the masculine are in a separation for some specific reason. Maybe he's figuring some things out, working on himself. Maybe you're doing the same. But you definitely want it to be reciprocated when the two of you do come face to face. So if all it is right now is a memory, then I feel like it's better than not having something be reciprocated. Okay? Let's see where the masculine is at. Ooh, okay. Ten of Swords. Masculine is in some sort of pain when it comes to remembering his Divine Feminine. And what's interesting is I just did a reading yesterday, and it was who secretly wants you, I think. And I did have a card come up with the Ten of Swords that this person was in some sort of pain over the memories that they're having of you. So that could be connected, you guys. I don't know. So your masculine could have come up in that reading. But the pain is killing me too. So I feel that however your connection ended, it may have ended very painfully. And this is basically indicating that your masculine is in some sort of pain over your ending. If he knows that he created some sort of pain for you, what he's telling you here is that it actually kills him too. This pain, the pain surrounding your ending. All right, let's see where you're at. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. So we have Pentacles coming through for you, feminine. Masculine's in his emotions and his thoughts. You're very grounded in your energy so far, but it says we complement each other. Well, I'm going to add that 6 plus that 3 because it's in the same suit. And I'm going to say you're in Nine of Pentacles right now. And the Nine of Pentacles means that, you know, you want to be able to have a partner that complements you. And if you're in that vibration of really working on yourself and loving yourself, you want that being reciprocated to you. So I feel feminine, you're in a very either logical, practical, kind of grounded state of mind where you're not willing to sell yourself short either again or at all because of maybe what happened in the past. So you're very much in this like very, strong energy of, you know what, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know what I deserve, and I'm not willing to basically go down, go back and slum it again. So if this masculine has a lot of shadows or has a lot of things that he needs to get straight, feminine, what I'm seeing here is that you're not necessarily waiting for him to do this. You're just kind of taking care of yourself and tending to your own needs. If he can show up in a reciprocal way and compliment you later on, I feel that you may be open to it. But at this particular time, I feel like you're really focused on yourself. All right. Okay, the world energy. I'm ready for the next chapter. Okay, well, what this is telling me here is this is Saturn's energy for one, so it's very karmic in nature, very, it's like a lot of heavy burdens and responsibilities, right, tied to Capricorn. A lot of things that have happened, I feel, in the masculine's life that maybe have caused him to really kind of come to a lot of conclusions. To me, this is kind of like getting your karma. Things have finally come back around. Now you're ready to learn what you can from whatever has happened, and you're ready to move forward into the next chapter in the next phase of your life. So I feel like this masculine currently is kind of sitting, looking at his life, looking at everything that has happened in his world and wanting to do things different now, wanting to move on to the next chapter, the next phase, perhaps maybe put a better foot forward this time. Okay, interesting. We do have the Six of Cups. So this is confirming the first message that it's reciprocated. You're thinking of him too, feminine. You're also ruminating over the past, but it's not to the point where you're getting stuck in that energy. Let me make that perfectly clear. You're coming through in a very stable, grounded earth energy. So even though you can touch back on this, you still have feelings towards your masculine, it's not to the point where you're going to just lay down and put your life on hold and wait. It's not that energy at all. So yes, of course you're thinking of him, but it's not your first message. Do you see his first message to you, his first energy vibration towards you was, I'm in pain, I'm thinking about the past, or even I'm tied to, some kind of past pain. It's like it's you first and then him second. And I really love that for you, because maybe that's not always the way it was, but it certainly is now. I love that. Okay, I love to see this for the masculine, because guess what? Even though it didn't show up as the Nine of Pentacles, I formulated that 6 and that 3 to equal into the Nine of Pentacles. So that means you guys are mirroring each other, just in kind of like different timelines, like different time frames. I feel like maybe one day you're a certain way, and then the next day the masculine's that way. It's, you know what I mean? Like, so it might not be an exact mirror, but there's definitely this energy where you guys are thinking and feeling and going through a lot of the same things. So the Nine of Pentacles says, I'm improving myself. I'm working on myself. I know that I have to make improvements. That's good. And feminine, you realize that, you know what? You're working on yourself too. So I feel like you're happy that this masculine is working on him, because that's what you want reflected back to you, because you know that's what you deserve. You know you deserve the highest version of your masculine by your side. Okay, so you're trying to be the highest version of yourself in the meantime too. Oh yes, look at this 6 of Wands. I know I can do it. Of course you can, feminine. You know you can do it. Absolutely. You know you're worthy. You know that if you have certain dreams and goals, you're going to hit those things. If there's certain things that you're interested in, you're going to basically explore those territories. You're in a warrior type of position. So I'm not seeing at all with this lineup that you're sitting around crying over your masculine. I'm actually seeing that your masculine's in some sort of pain about what's happened with the two of you in the past, or how he may have treated you in the past. Your energy, however, is a little bit different. You still have feelings for him and you think about him, yes, but it's not your entire world. So that's what we have so far, you guys. So you can see how we do it side by side. We can clearly match things up, and it looks like you guys are mirroring, but kind of like in different time frames. So cool. All right, now we're going to go into the current energetic vibe that is binding the two of you right now. So this could be lessons, part of your contract, just energies that are floating around, maybe unresolved issues, things like that. This is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. And if you guys haven't noticed, I pretty much redid all of my original decks. New artwork, as well as some extra keywords that weren't there before. Okay. Oh, wow. Regret, bitter, disappointment, remorse. Wow. So this is this energy here. Okay. The pain of what happened, the pain of our ending, whatever this is. This does bind you. Now, I'm not getting, feminine, that it's not, doesn't have control over you, but it is an element. It happened. It's a part of your history. It's a part of your story, that the two of you guys had that Ten of Swords fallout or situation. Okay. And we can either be disappointed, and we can be bitter and let it rule our future and even our present, or we can feel regret and remorse, which we should, for the error of our ways, so that way we can improve ourselves and change. So I feel the fact that that Nine of Pentacles just came up for the masculine, saying he wants to improve himself. This is good. This is a good sign that he's not going to just sit around in the sea of disappointment and bitterness and regret. Okay. All right. This is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's see what else. Page of Pentacles. This is fantastic. So this is telling me here that the Page of Pentacles is about ideas on how to move forward, ideas on how to become more stable in our lives. What can we do in our physical world to make changes? This isn't just sitting around and thinking about it and doing nothing. This is actually making some sort of physical move, plant some seeds, build something. So I really like this. We're not sitting around wasting a lot of time and feeling like getting lost in a sea of regret. So that is fantastic. Love to see this. Okay, so immediately one card wanted to fly out. This is my Twin Flame Journey Shadows. Here it is. Okay, we have Dependent, which is reliant, clingy, and waiting. Guess what? It's here. Now, this doesn't mean that you're doing it, but it's here. And we could go down this rabbit hole. We absolutely could. And one thing that I'll tell you guys is that when you're in a separation with someone, the last thing that you want to do is stalk someone's social media. Okay. Just don't do it. The reason why is because, first of all, the way that people present themselves on social media, you're not going to get a clear picture of things. You're going to also misread things. You're going to read into everything, and you're going to get very confused. The best thing that you can possibly do is to just pull back and focus on yourself. Don't get too dependent also on another person to supply your happiness, to where, we're not willing to make any moves or live our lives or even enter into other situations because we're afraid that if we do this, then we're going to blow it with our twin flame, our counterpart. It's not the way it works. Whatever is fated and meant to be will find a way. So you definitely want to continue to live your life. And I feel like the bond right now, the vibe that's binding the two of you is that you guys could go down to the dark side. You guys could go into the negative side and maybe even become dependent on other people or substances or things like that, or get stuck, hung up, do things that aren't productive and healthy. Or you can make the decision to be in the Page of Pentacles energy, which is to continuously plant new seeds, to push yourself forward, to pull yourself out of bed in the morning, even though you might not want to. Maybe get back to the gym, make sure you're eating healthy, things like that of a physical nature. So this is telling us here that what binds you is shadow and light, and that exists within all of us, and it exists in the world. And so it is up to us as people with free will to make the decision what we want to do with that energy. And both energies are productive, because sometimes your shadow can ignite and light a firecracker under your ass and get you motivated. And it can also help you to feel things that are not pleasant, so that way you don't want to repeat those things and you want to actually grow and be a better person in the future. Okay. And it can also save your butt in a situation where you're really going to need to be on guard. So the shadow is not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to be afraid of. It's something to be acknowledged. But it's also something that's kind of like a fire. A fire, it can warm you. A fire can save your freaking life. It can cook food, but it can also burn you. Okay? So you have to respect it. You have to find a way to make peace with these things, which includes your shadow. So I feel like right now, the vibe that's connecting the two of you, it's shadow and light, but how we're going to use this and how we're going to use the experience of that 10 of swords and really thrive and survive from it is what really matters. And that's what's happening right now. And I just love that I'm seeing such strong energy for both you masculine, or for the masculine and you feminine. Okay. So 3 cards, that's all we really needed to explain to us the vibe. So now we're going to go into dreams and telepathic messages that are being transferred back and forth between the two of you. What does this look like? This is my Mystical Encounters Oracle. What does this dream and telepathic messages look like? Oh my gosh, look, you guys, it's all about this earth energy that you both have. Right? So it says earth elephant, grounding, stability. First of all, elephants are community and tribe. You and your masculine are a part of the same soul tribe. You are naturally. So as a teammate, you guys are going to basically do what you can to make the community strong. You're going to do your part in order to lift other people up. That's what you're doing right now, feminine. And that's what your masculine, I feel, is also either doing or trying to do. So energy matters. So the energy that you guys are in right now is very earthy and very grounded, even though, yes, there's the watery, nostalgic energy of the 6 of Cups and the painful ending of the 10 of Swords, which we may kind of think about here and there that causes pain, right? But it's what we do with that energy. Page of Pentacles, that's why it came up. So this elephant is here like a spirit animal. You guys might be dreaming of elephants, or elephants might just represent your just tribal connection right now, where you guys came here for a greater good and it was to do something. So even if it can't be together right now in the physical, you guys are both working towards that eventual outcome, right? Becoming more stable and grounded in your own energy. So I feel like telepathically, or just intuitively, you're getting this message. And your masculine is also getting this message to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. It doesn't matter how it's going to all work out. It doesn't matter what's going to happen. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I pick myself up every day and I keep putting my best foot forward. That's what matters here. And that's what Spirit's trying to convey, not only to both of you, but you're conveying that to each other through this telepathic energy. It's so fantastic. All right, let's see what else. This is my Twin Flame Journey Messages Volume 2. Oh, look at this. A lot of signs are pointing to you lately. So we're talking about dreams and telepathic messages. Yeah, so you guys are seeing a lot of signs in the physical world that are pointing to each other. So it's not just like you're just sitting there and just a thought comes to you, even though it could work that way, yes. But what's happening is you're seeing a lot of signs of each other in the physical world. You're seeing it in your community. You're seeing it on the big screen. You're hearing your person's name. You're seeing things or hearing things that you guys used to do that remind you of each other. So it's just like this constant companion. You guys are energetically walking side by side, even though you might not be doing that physically on Earth right now. Okay. So your connection is very strong, even though you're not physically together. I'm getting here. Because you guys are constantly reminded of each other. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about you. You might think I've forgotten about you. You guys both might think wow. You guys both might think that you have both forgotten about each other, but you haven't. How could you? You couldn't. First of all, you're part of the same soul tribe, same soul family. You guys came here to do similar things. And also, Spirit ain't gonna let up because there's signs that are constantly pointing and reminding you of your person. Constantly. You're going to watch a TV program and you're seriously going to see your person in one of the main characters. There's going to be something about them that reminds you of each other. You're not going to be able to help it. It's just something that's going to happen. And it's just going to be like, oh my gosh, like you can never forget about this person. So that's the way it works, you guys. That's the way it works. All right, let's go ahead and get another. Yep, look at this, you guys. Shadow Walker, we just talked about this. You're connected through the shadow and the light. You got to walk through those shadows. You got to dive into your issues and your problems and resolve those things before you have any chance in hell in figuring out who you are or to become a strong person of the light. You must face the shadow within. You can't skip that step. You can't skip all that work. So we've got to walk in the shadows, and we've got to be comfortable there. We've got to be comfortable with our shadow side, because if we're not, then we're going to be very unstable in the physical world. You know, we're going to either project those issues, or when they come up in other people, we're not going to know what to do. We're going to run for the hills. So your connection is very, very important. And whatever's coming up for the both of you, even if it's uncomfortable, lean into that, figure it out, try to understand why you feel the way that you do, or why your person drudges something up within you or makes you feel a certain way. So there could be some nightmares that you guys have. You guys could have a really terrible dream about your person, and you might think like, wow, if this is such a divine connection, why am I having a dream where this person is abandoning me? Why am I having this dream where they're in the distance and I can't reach them? That all means something. So definitely when you wake up, write your dreams down, because I feel like it holds some sort of significance for your healing. I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. So of course there's that fear. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Okay. That's a fear there. And that doesn't mean it's not a real fear or that it's not a real issue. That could be just what happens with some of you guys out there. Not everything is always cookie cutter or meant to be in a lifetime, you know, and that sometimes is very scary. Just that thought that we may not physically end up with our person. Sometimes things take people from this world, and that can't be controlled. So there are definitely real fears here of, I know it might be too late. There might also be someone that's in a karmic relationship right now, and it's very difficult for them to get out of that. And that could also present a problem for physical union. So I feel like whatever's coming up, whatever problems are rising, you know, they're real, and we do have to really feel them and work through them. I miss you regardless of how things seem. So of course, whatever is holding someone up, whatever either shadow work or problem still needs to be resolved. People are thinking about each other and missing each other regardless of the circumstances. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and get one more set. Fallen Angel. This actually came up the other day. Some sorrow, sadness here, right? The whole angel energy. It's like, I feel like you're an angel. You're an angel in my life. You're an angel that's constantly walking with me in my darkness. So I feel that the both of you guys are getting some sort of guidance and energetic pulses and energetic like kind of rushes that your person is by your side. That's it. With you during your darkest hour, your darkest times. You guys are visiting each other in your dreams during your darkest hour and darkest times. That's what it is. You're also either seeing angels, or you're seeing something like you're seeing an angel like shape or something in a cloud. And that's also some sort of a telepathic message for you that your person misses you regardless of how it seems. Okay. I feel too much pressure right now. So right now it could be that there's a lot of pressure. There's pressure surrounding someone's situation, or a problem is a big one. And there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done in order to clear that issue or problem up. So there's a challenge here, a block. And it might be why things are starting to come out in this way. And we have, is it possible to forgive and forget? So there's that question, of course. It may be that there's a lot of pressure for someone to come forward and maybe apologize, because we have a forgive and forget. Does someone need to apologize for something that they've done? It might be that right now it just seems like it's insurmountable. It seems like there's just too much pain. There's too much sorrow. So until someone builds themselves up and improves themselves and feels better, it may be what's holding them back from reconciliation. Okay? So you might be dreaming about this, and these are the telepathic messages from your twin flame to you. All right, you guys, now we're going to go ahead and go into the last one, which is what signs is Spirit sending for future navigation of this journey and connection. This is my twin flame angel numbers. 105. Look, this came up the other day. Your intuition is divinely guided, so trust all that you are being shown at this time. Okay, so we just basically got off of the telepathy and the intuition. Whatever you're actually getting in your intuition that's being downloaded to you, that you're being shown at this time, it's divinely guided. So you need to trust this. Trust what you know. Trust what you're being shown. Even if it doesn't make sense, lean into it, maybe journal about it, meditate on it. The answers will come, what it means, what it actually means. All right, this is my Winter Wonderland Oracle. Okay, so we have Ice King. Okay, so your intuition, I feel feminine right now, is that your masculine is in the Ice King energy. He's in the divine masculine energy where he's reserved. You know, he's holding his cup. It's very, very close to him. He's afraid to put it out. He's afraid to offer it to you. He feels a little frozen with fear. Okay, I'm getting that as well. And maybe this is also connected to this message here, which is, I miss you regardless of how things seem. So that's another confirmation not to go on social media and look at your masculine who seems like he could care less, or that he's just having the best time of his life. It's not going to be accurate. So that's another reason not to do that. Okay, let's see what else. What other signs is Spirit sending for future navigation of this journey and connection? We have lie. If you don't love me no more, then lie. Okay. So this right here is a song from Halsey, Lie. All right. So that could be, maybe you guys are getting songs and certain particular songs that you're looking at the lyrics, and there's a message there for you. I feel like this masculine may have lied to you, feminine, which is one of the reasons why we did have Is It Possible to Forgive and Forget and the Ten of Swords energy. There's some real pain in your separation. There's also some regret over something. It could be a lie. So it may be that your masculine lied, didn't do the loving thing, pulled his energy back from you. And that might be right now. Intuitively, what you're being shown is that this masculine is basically either raking himself up over the coals of this lie or past behaviors, or just literally feels frozen in that pain, and is trying to figure out how to even, I feel like he needs to forgive himself, actually. You need to forgive him too, perhaps, feminine. Maybe you already have, but he has not forgiven himself. So I feel like if you're intuitively getting that, that's a confirmation that this him reserving himself or him pulling away or not speaking to you at this time, this is actually about him. It's not about you. So understand that is what I just got. Okay. What else? We have 9/11. Union is in the air, but are you ready? Take care of any unfinished business now. I feel like this is where the masculine is at. Union is in the air. It is. But the thing is, this masculine does have some things that he does need to take care of. He is still in the process of improving himself. I'm not trying to say that the feminine is all great and good and she's, ready to go. But I do feel like the holdup here is the masculine. Okay. We have Snowflake, one of a kind. So the one-of-a-kind energy means this is a one-of-a-kind type of love. This particular connection is one-of-a-kind and very special, and it reveals things to you about yourself that you do need to basically, either get under control, do like a damage control, fix, heal, etc. So you were chosen for each other. You've chosen, I should say. The divine chose you for each other, but you guys actively choose each other in each lifetime in order to learn very valuable lessons and things about yourselves. So this right here is basically saying that whatever work we need to do, we need to continue to do it, because that's why that card came up. We got to keep putting one foot in front of the other despite what our twin flame is doing. We still have a responsibility to our own selves and the other people around us, and also the planet as a whole. Okay? So we definitely don't want to stop doing things on account of this connection and where it's stuck or where it's at right now. We need to continue to move forward. By the way, this is the Divine Feminine Ghosted deck. You ought to know, this is from Alanis Morissette. See, it was a slap in the face how quickly I was replaced. There's definitely some sort of fallout that happened here. And it's a painful one. The Ten of Swords it's no joke. The Ten of Swords means somebody really feels like screwed over, stabbed in the back. So maybe it was a slap in the face. There could have been another person. There could have been, there was like a replacement. There could have been, a lie. I just need some space and time. But then you found out that your masculine's with someone else. I mean, that's definitely a slap in the face. That's a Ten of Swords situation. And that totally blows. So that might be one of the reasons why we've got a lot of shadow here. We've got a lot of things to clear up. We've got a lot of things that we need to kind of bounce back from. Okay. But this is a one-of-a-kind situation. This particular masculine doing what he did is going to get so deeply in, like it's going to wound you so deeply, Divine Feminine, you're never going to forget it. You're never going to forget it. And this is, of course, for your healing and survival and ascension purposes. I'm getting that vision of the phoenix rising from the ashes. That is your story. This is your survival story, feminine. And it's like 911 and it's an emergency. Like it is an emergency to wake you up. I'm getting here as an emergency to wake the feminine's ass up in whatever area of her life where she was downplaying her needs, or she was wounded, or just had some stuff that she needed to heal from the past. This masculine pulled it out. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. So that this is a one of a kind, unique situation. So even if, and I'm just going to put it out there, even if somehow in this life it doesn't get resolved, the one thing that you can celebrate is that this particular connection for you has been so life-changing and empowering for you to pull yourself up and be a survivor. If anything, focus on that, okay? Let's get one more round and we're going to call it a day. 945, step into your senses as a way of communicating with your twin flame on an intimate level. I like this because I feel like that's probably where your connection's at right now. It's in the 5D, it's in your senses, it's in that telepathic realm, your dreams, the energy. So you're energetically connecting with each other in this other realm rather than the physical, and something is playing out for the both of you in this particular time frame. So that's what we have. And that's what Spirit is sending you, signs that these are the things to do in the meantime. Yep, where do you belong? North Pole. So it's not really about a destination, you guys. Where you belong is where you're at right now. We'll spend our entire lives sometimes always thinking about the future. I'll be happy when. How about, why don't we just try to be happy right now with where we're at or who we're with right now or whatever the situation might be? Let's learn to be happy right now. Yes, of course, there's always room for improvement, and there's nothing wrong with having goals or dreams, that you want to do different things like aspirations. But to just be unhappy with where you're at and who you are and what's going on right now is just a waste, because tomorrow is not guaranteed for anyone. So where do you belong? You belong right here in this moment where you're at right now. And that's where Spirit is trying to get you to understand that life is a journey, not a destination. So definitely learn to smell the roses and experience all the things that come along with this journey along the way. And And then we have lullabies. This is a beautiful song. Ooh, who sings this? I can't remember. I see you in all the pieces of my life. Of course you do. Of course you guys do. You guys are going to continue to see each other in all the different areas and pieces of your life. This is, I'm taking you with me. I'm taking you with me every step of the way. You guys are connected in this, like, through your senses. You just always sense each other's presence by your side. It's like an angel walking with you in your darkness, but even in your lightest times and your greatest times too. So you guys are always energetically connected and together, no matter where you're going, no matter what's happening in your world. And you guys are going to continuously see each other in all the different pieces of your life throughout your lifetime. So this connection isn't necessarily going anywhere, and it's not meant to curse you or keep you down. That can only happen if you let it. Okay? So it is about shifting your focus and focusing more on the Page of Pentacles. That's where it's at. It's in making some sort of changes in your physical life, doing things, taking new steps, and being motivated to show up for life, which includes, yourself and other people too. So at the end of the day, Spirit is basically telling you here the future navigation of this connection is to accept where you're at right now and learn how to be happy in this moment. The rest will fall into place. Like, the pieces will all fall into place when they're meant to. So don't waste any more time asking questions. When, where, what if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? Waste of time. Focus on the now. So that's what I have for you. That's my 2 cents on the twin flame journey. So either some of you guys may have loved it or maybe you didn't, but that's okay. That's just what I've got. And I hope that you guys did enjoy it regardless. All right, you guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.